Obviously not the result you guys wanted, but what's the sense of belief right now in a game, even if you guys are behind, that you can come back and fight back and make it competitive at the end like that?
I mean, I feel like as a group we do have resiliency, and I don't know, it's kind of tough, but yeah, I'm still in shock at what happened, honestly. But to answer your question, I mean, we do have a sentiment as a team that we can win any game, and I don't know what we have to do to start games better or be better in the first half. But I mean, today kind of like bit us in the behind a little bit there, and it's one game. And we'll learn from it and get better. And UCLA played a great game tonight, and they earned a win.
What were you thinking when you went up for that block on Billada?
I mean, I'm not the tallest guy out there, but I'm still in help side responsibility, and, I'm trying to make a play. And I saw my teammate get beat, and I just tried to make a play, saved a couple of points for our team.
When Jackson makes that shot, and there's 10 seconds left, is it hard to not get caught up in the euphoria of it and just stay focused for that last stretch of time?
I mean, hard, I would say it's impossible, right? Like, the type of atmosphere we had tonight, or this evening rather, was really good. And, I mean, even if we got caught up or not, it was really a great defensive set by us. I mean, you just hit a tough shot, and a banker. I mean, if that's what it takes for us to lose games, then,
Is that easier or harder to understand that, where you played really good defense and they still score? Or is it help knowing that, hey, like, it takes a miracle shot?
Well, I mean, I said that set specifically was great defense, but, I mean, the whole night, that's a different story. We got so much to work on, and also, like, I got a stupid technical foul in the first half. I'm too old for making mistakes like that. That cost us a couple of points in a 2-point game, right? You look back at certain things, and that was a key play. But overall, defense tonight wasn't as good as it should have been. We had a lot of breakdowns, but like, to answer your question, I mean, you got to live with shots like that. Like, at the end, when you play great defense and, the opponent just, makes a, I don't want to call it a miraculous shot, but that's what the sentiment was from our team. So, yeah.
What'd you say to get that technical?
I mean, it was just the bench was talking to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm a shooter. And the ref was like, tech. And I was like, all right. But I shouldn't have said anything. I'm not trying to excuse my behavior there. As a senior, I got to be better and more mature, and especially knowing we already had 2 techs earlier this year. It's kind of hard to live with that. But, yeah.
Despite the loss, you keep coming up big, and defensively and offensively. This game, and it seems like every game now. What do you do to prepare for that, and what are you thinking about when the game starts to come down to it?
Just try to make plays for my team to win. Like, I've been in a lot of basketball games in my life, and I kind of like have a good feel for the game, I feel like. And whatever it is, whatever it's making a block or making a 3 or getting to the line, free throw line, or a steal or something, I always try to impact the game, yeah.
I hope I can express this correctly. Coming into this season, there was a lot of questions about you guys and just, new look roster and could things gel and how long was that going to take. The fact that it's December 8th, you just suffered your first loss. It took a banked 3 basically at the buzzer to do it, and yet you guys seem pretty down about it. Does that speak to kind of how quickly you've gelled and what the sense is for what the ceiling this team is, perhaps?
Oh yeah, we have a coach alluded to it in the post game. In the locker room, he said, ever since that USC game, he doesn't feel like we've played to our potential. And, we were 9-0, right? Like, you would think that we're playing up to our potential, but you can always get better. And that's the sentiment of our group. Like, we're a competitive group, and we feel like there's so much more to tap into, like, we're 9-1. Like, when you look at it, Like it's not that bad at all, you know. We just got to get better, and some of the things that, like our resiliency and coming back from down 10 and stuff like that, like eventually it was gonna come back, and it did tonight, and we just got to refocus and we'll be fine.